Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Awakening of the Rebellion, a really fun mod for Star Wars Empire at War. We are continuing our campaign as the Rebel Alliance, attempting to take down the dastardly Empire, and of course also re-establish the Republic. Last episode we made some serious progress. We got our girl, Mon Mothma, all the way to Mon Calamari, and she's working with the natives of the planet to try to secure use of their shipyards. Speaking of, Big Fish Boy here, Admiral Akbar and Home 1, a gigantic and very important ship in this mod, also entered combat and have joined our fleets and are being really useful right now. But we also got another brand new ship. Where is it? Right here, the MC-80 Justice. Now, is the Justice technically a ship type within Star Wars lore? Well, no. To my knowledge, at least, there's never been any MC-80 subtype known as the Justice. But we also know in lore that Mon Calamari ships, until the MC-90 line at least, were generally designed with some flexibility, and each ship was supposed to be somewhat unique. So I sort of like the idea of having an MC-80 which is different than all the other ones, and it doesn't break my immersion to any extent. Besides for that, we continue to secure our region to the southwest over here. We now have a few purse worlds or bank worlds that are getting us some nice money, especially Bespin over here with 1,600 credits a week, and of course, Administrator Lando Calrissian. And this episode, I think we're just going to continue our expansions in the Outer Rim, maybe move into the CSA, the Corporate Sector Authority, although, to be honest, I'm not sure if that's a priority. I want to push out, just whatever remnants of the Black Sun we have. One thing I notice is that the wheel seems to be prime for the taking, and we finally are starting to gather some real firepower, and I think I want to use it. This fleet right here, I believe, this rather large fleet with Bel Iblis and Rogue Squadron, they actually escorted Mon Mothma to Mon Cala, and now that she's here, they're basically free to do whatever they want. However, that also means that our space down here is quite undefended, so we've already got some ship production queued up. When we get a few more credits, I'll queue up some more, but for now, let's do some space battles. And I've identified a few targets. The Imperials have a pretty significant fleet here. One Imp 1 Star Destroyer, a Venator, this is probably a Star Destroyer, and just some ground units. And we've got, some pretty serious forces nearby. We've got the entire Kashyyyk fleet, plus this fleet here from the station at Onderon, including the 10 A-Wings, so they could strike here perhaps. Or I could go with this Bothui fleet and, just try to take down this smaller Black Sun fleet. I don't know, the possibilities really are endless. But I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. Let's start with a relatively easy battle. I'm just going to combine these two forces. And, well, I'll leave just one ship for, just to blockade the planet, and we'll move forward to salute goodbye. Our ultimate goal here is the wheel. The wheel is a really nice resource. Oh, they just jumped some more ships here. The wheel is a really nice resource planet. You can really get that income far above 100 if you dedicate some troops to it. And the wheel is also one of my favorite locations in the galaxy. I just like the idea of kind of these orbiting space stations, especially the old rickety ones, which have been around for like 1,000+ years. No one really understands completely how they work. They're in like a continual state of disrepair. But they're like a hotbed for smugglers and pirates and criminals. Just a really cool idea in my opinion. In the Yuuzhan Vong, in the New Jedi Order, I can't remember exactly what book it is, but you get the Jubilee Wheel, which I always, well for a long time at least, I thought was the same thing as the wheel. There is a wheel, like you do visit the wheel in the Legacy era, but I always assumed that the Yuuzhan Vong attack on the wheel wasn't fatal, like it was repairable. It's a really cool scene. Basically, the station gets attacked by a giant worm, and Han is there, and it's a total mess. But that's a lot of yapping. Let's get some forces deployed.
Choose your reinforcements.
5 carriers, that's a lot. 5 carriers plus 3 Nebulon Bs. That's a lot of starfighters plus Rogue Squadron.
Coordinates received.
Let's just pop these out now.
Moving to destination.
Ahead.
Oh yeah, there's those ground units.
We're heading out. Location confirmed.
So these carriers actually have some smaller anti-fighter guns, so they should be a nice little help here. Drop
Underway.
a blockade runner. Doing any damage? Can't quite tell.
Ready for orders. Target confirmed.
And I'm gonna drop maybe the cruiser up here.
Affirmative.
Hopefully that's not too close. I don't think so. And I want to drop at least that other cruiser,
Order confirmed.
and then maybe I'll drop a bulk over here to help.
Moving out.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Maybe a GR75 here in case we take some damage.
Rendezvous and mark.
And that should be... Oh, Rogue Squadron because we've got so many fighters. And Belt Iblis because
Adjusting course.
we can throw those 2 free dreadnoughts at something. Alright. So I'm just going to leave these ships here for a second.
That's got 'em.
Let's take our X-Wings, which I think I've done a pretty good job at. Yeah.
En route.
Send them at the defenses here. We'll bring the Y-Wings in second. And this is a pretty... The Liberator's a pretty expensive ship, so I'd rather that
Hit
not
the
get away,
engines.
but let's just take out the shield
those
generator
shields.
first. I'm gonna send these 2 dreadnoughts in, the free ones. What's going on? Oh, I thought it was on fire, but it was just the glow from the engines. So, last episode of the series got a bit long. It was like over an hour and a half, which is definitely not where I want it. I want the episodes to be like 50 minutes.
As good as gone.
Now watch. Now that I've said that, I can almost guarantee that this episode will go over. But then again, now that I've said that, I guess I've guaranteed. Anyway, I want the episodes to be, you know, very watchable. Once you get to like
Y-wing standing
above an
by.
hour and a half, that's like, it's kind of hard to watch it at that point, at least the whole thing.
Starting my
I
run.
like having, you know, something in the background while I'm working. I watch Captain Shack's videos or
command.
other gameplay videos, and just
Calling for me,
I'll have
sir.
them on while I'm editing a video or doing whatever else. But once you get to 2 hours, it's just like, yeah, that's a lot.
A-Wing
Say
squadron
wing in.
reporting. Starting our attack run.
Frigate reporting. Preparing for combat.
Still got a bit of the sniffles. I'm trying to
Armed and
turn
ready.
off the mic.
Reporting in.
I don't know if I told this story, but I had a bad experience when I used to record PUBG footage for the second channel. I wasn't very good at the game. I mean, I wasn't awful, but I mean, it was especially back when it first came out, and there was a really high skill gap between the best players and everyone else. It was really hard to win that game, and the games were like 30 minutes long, sometimes longer. So the series was called Road to a Chicken Dinner. Chicken Dinner is what it's called when you win a game in
Your
PUBG.
orders?
And there's 100 players, so to win a game, you know, it feels pretty good. So I recorded an entire episode, and at one point, I turned my mic off because,
Target the
just like
primary
today, I had
engines.
to sneeze or
Picking up
something.
signals.
And I've got a Blue Yeti, and the on and off button's a little bit sticky. And I realized I turned it off with about 15 minutes left in the match, and of course, I never turned it back on. And what would happen? I won my first game live on a recorded stream. And yeah, ever since then, I literally just looked down to check. But ever since then, I've been kind of frightened that something like that is going to happen again. Especially where this is going on the main channel, and it's just a pain to have to re-record these episodes. Empire Wars, like, I mean, it's an old game, so it's, I don't want to say it's notoriously finicky, but it is finicky. Also, let's just move these ground forces.
Right away,
Which also reminds me, at Bothawui, we've got 2 sympathizers ready to be sent out. Let's do that. Oops. 1, 2.
Nebulon B frigate here. Moving into position.
Nikito Nemoidia.
On our way.
So I still think Munilinst is a bit weak. So next payday, I'm gonna upgrade to a level 3 space station. Falling. We'll get 2,000 credits. Falling's really close, so I don't really want to bother sending the whole fleet. I'll just send the scout troop.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
You know, let's borrow this pilot and this, and we will send you to Jabin.
Course plotted.
So we're gonna push up. We're gonna take Seleucumai. We're gonna take the wheel. That's a pretty big fleet on Mandalore, or I guess it's mostly fighters. Take these. Let's just pop the fleet back for a second so they can support our ground troops. I sometimes forget to do that, and it drives me crazy every time. We probably got a scout now. Utapau. I feel like we moved. Whoa, that's a big fleet. 4 Star Destroyers. Okay, so that is definitely that's definitely, that picture there is definitely an actor. Oh, what's his name? The British comedian. Well, I guess he's not a comedian, but he plays in. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. What's that guy's name? But anyways, that's definitely an actor. I find it funny how this mod uses. It's such a good mod, but some aspects of it are just so janky. Like the fact that the Dreadnought still have those German voices. We've got like Pierce Brosnan as one of the pictures, just like that. Oh, what's that guy's name? I can't remember. I don't really know if I feel like doing a ground battle, but we will. I really dislike ground battles in this game. I mean, I made that clear a bunch of times.
Copy that.
Oh, I can't. I'm just trying to think of that guy's name. If I don't think of it, someone put it down in the comments. Okay, so let's... Snow speeders I basically just use as... I just basically throw them at the wall, and... Is it Hugh Grant? Is that who it is? I don't know.
Invasion commencing.
I think it is. Let's just auto-resolve this. Yeah.
System control achieved.
Alright, let's move the fleet into... Oh, you bummers. Starfighter squadrons.
Tactical battle imminent.
I just caught a bunch of ground units too. Did I set a scout? No. Okay, we'll take Seleucumai and then we'll move on to the wheel. So yeah, we've got... I guess I didn't really talk about this. We've got Mon Mothma now negotiating with the Mon Calamarians, the DAC. Mon Cala never has consistent naming in Legends. Anyway, she's there. We will periodically get new capital ships. So that's good, obviously. But eventually, the kind of stream of free ships will stop, and in its place, we will get a full level space station. And as long as we eventually upgrade the tech tree, we can start producing big cruisers and stuff, which will be fun. Because right now, we can't produce Mon Calamari cruisers. I don't think we have the orbital infrastructure to do so, and we don't have the tech level. So we're relying on missions and free ships. So yeah, not in a great spot. Let's move our ships to Ordibana.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Did I hit Sullust already? Because Sullust does have a big Imperial shipyard. And I've been meaning to take a force of strike craft and just kind of hit it, but I don't think I have yet. Okay. I've kind of decided that Onderon is actually going to be a choke point for me. Initially, I was going to drop these forces back to Kashyyyk, but now I'm thinking, let's just keep them at Onderon.
Vector is set.
Eventually, pretty soon, once we capture Seleucumai and Kessel, we'll have a nice little proper highway between our major bases. Alright, so let's do the ground battle at Seleucumai, or auto-resolve it, I guess.
System control achieved.
I don't want to get too cocky with the auto-resolves, obviously, but if it's gonna be super boring, I'm gonna do it.
Corruption has been removed.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave those ships there to blockade the planet, and we're gonna move on to the wheel. I don't think, or maybe I just can't see the troop movement there. But once we get the wheel, we'll station a fleet there. We'll station a fleet at Kessel, and I think it's actually time that we relieve Akbar from the fringes here.
Tactical battle imminent. System conquered.
Yeah, we'll relieve Akbar from the fringes. We're going to take his fleet, which is fairly substantial, and move it to Kessel eventually.
Corruption has been removed.
Battle imminent.
You guys can totally have Utapau, although let's sell this.
System lost.
There we go. So actually, had something kind of upsetting happen. I recorded a whole
Enemy
episode
fleet
3,
approaching.
which is mutilanced. That's not good. I wonder if Akbar could get there in time. Probably not. Did they get that that new space station done? That's not good. Although it's possible they're just traveling through. I need to get here.
Construction complete.
I need to get. What the heck? What happened there? Battle of Eddy 4?
I'll handle that.
That's weird. I have no idea what happened there. Eddie, where is that again even? I feel like I must have accidentally clicked through something and not realized. Is Eddie one of the ones up here? I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But let's keep the ship production going down here. Yeah, so eventually we'll have a fleet. Oh, Eddie is over here, isn't it? Yeah. That's weird. I don't know why it didn't give me a chance to actually fight that. I mean, it wasn't a super substantial force, but it was something. I'm gonna be a little frustrated if I'm
Tactical
wrong.
battle imminent.
Whoa. Of course this happened. So I kind of saw this happening. That's why I was moving troops up here to. That's why I was moving Dodana up here to clear out the corruption, which is honestly the most annoying mechanic in this entire game. So they've kind of went through this planet and they've attacked Dantooine. I don't see any ground troops there. Oh yeah, those skiffs are ground troops, aren't they? Oh no, it's a Gazanti. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. The thing is, I don't really have anything in the sector that can handle that. And I think Dodana is going to hit that, and he's going to have to retreat.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Those are probably the ground units. Ah, this is annoying. I can't just auto-resolve it, because that will probably kill him. I mean, he's not the most... He's not indispensable, but he is useless. Useful.
We'll lead the Alliance to victory.
A-Wing here. Squadron, advance.
We suspect that this
I
planet's
don't know what their
defenses
force
could be very
composition's
powerful.
like.
We're counting on you to remove all enemy forces.
If it's mostly fighters and just a couple of cruisers. So, Recusant, okay.
Calculating jump to light speed.
I mean, it's too much, obviously, for him to handle, but... Actually, I can probably check it out since they actually engaged us in battle. Okay, so... a couple big cruisers, that's probably too much. Yeah, that's way too much. Damn it, we're not going to be able to get there before the ground forces do. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So I was initially intending to have you know what, that fleet is probably big enough. Especially if I add, yeah. Doubt you guys can get there in time, but maybe you can help clean it up.
Complying with orders.
Oh, okay. So, I can clear the.
General Dodana
Okay, so
moving out.
I'm removing the corruption. That means that their fleets will still be here, but as long as I get it done in time, they won't actually be able to move
Corruption has been
ground
removed.
units.
Tactical battle imminent.
Perfect timing. I hate the corruption mechanic. It's so annoying. Alright. This will be an interesting battle. They've got big numbers, but I mean, I can't overstate how good Home 1 is in this mod. It's like, what, 15 ship level or ship pop, and like this weird cruiser is 8.
Tactical
Acclimators
battle
3,
imminent.
something like a Munificence 4 or so. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I was explaining an annoying thing that happened. So I actually played through a whole other episode of
Choose your
this,
reinforcements.
and
Moving out.
it went fine. I recorded everything. The episode went perfectly. I ended it and I went to go load it to film episode 4, and the save was just would crash upon opening. So I don't really know what was going on there.
Form up.
And
Order
thankfully,
received.
I've been
Proceed.
saving it in a way that every episode has its own save file, so I can always jump back if I need to, which I'm super thankful of, because had I not been doing that, I would have lost
Bombers at the ready.
like all my progress instead of just, you know, an episode's
Waiting
worth,
orders.
Bombers reporting in.
which would have been annoying.
Roger that. I should be there any moment now.
All right, home one. I'm honestly just gonna jump Akbar in, and he's gonna just lay waste to these guys. Let's get some sensor
There they are.
readings.
Mission accepted.
Moving to coordinates.
I don't think I've talked about this before, but there's some discrepancy about home one's length.
I am with you.
So there's been like some official sources that say, honestly,
Nebulon B.
this kind of home one I think illustrates the problem of relying on Wikipedia and not understanding like the overall context and like how those numbers that are put in the sidebar as completely authoritative come to be. So I think it was probably an RPG guide that gave home one its length of, I think it uses 1400 meters, which I mean it's kind of ridiculous. If you look at home one in this game, this ship is massive.
Standing
I
by.
don't think so.
Fire.
Let's see if we can take a few of them with us.
Sie sind in Sichtweite.
No. Where is he?
Sie sind in Sichtweite.
No.
Sie sind in Sichtweite. Kreuzer bereit, Sir.
It'd be really nice if we could take out this battle cruiser, but I don't think that's
Sie sind
likely.
in Sichtweite.
Those Y-wings will
Awaiting
not
orders.
likely arrive in time to help.
Hit the engines.
The thing about the dreadnoughts is I can put them in full fire.
Fire for maximum
Kreuzer bereit,
effect.
Sir. Reporting in.
The enemy.
Open fire.
Okay, that's one.
Affirmative.
Let's see if we can get these X-wings on the engine here.
Going for the engines.
It's possible. I don't think they'll make it, but it is possible.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Acknowledged.
Come on, take it out,
May the force
please.
be with us. Concentrate all fire to that target.
I'm on this one.
I got my prospector.
It looks like we got that just nick of time. So yeah, as I was saying, there was one source that named the home one as being, oh, you know where they're going. That is a Venator, I believe. No. Okay. So there's one source that named the home one as being 1400 meters. I think that that's
System lost.
plainly a bad number. It seems to be, at least to me, much more than that.
Orders confirmed.
Like you see it sometimes compared to a Star Destroyer, and it looks significantly larger, at least to me. Like if I were to guess, I would place it at above 2 kilometers at the very least, maybe 2,500 meters. And yeah, it's like the Rebel flagship, and at 1,400 or just over a kilometer, I don't know. Never really made sense to me. It should be significantly larger than the other Moncal cruisers, especially with all the talk about how, oh, I've got a lot of money. Let's upgrade the tech.
Constructing.
Especially with all the talk about just how amazing of a ship it is. Like, it needs to be able to back up the talk. Kyle Katarn just did something. Kyle Katarn. Why is it doing this? I think it's because we've got Mon Mothma's message up. So we should be...
Tactical battle
Yeah, okay.
imminent.
So we just got Crix Medine. I know I could spot that bull cut from about a mile away. Medine's interesting because you rescue him in, I want to say Dark Forces, but I can't remember for sure. You rescue him in one of the Kyle Katarn games, which is why I guess he was sent on that mission. But then you also rescue him in Rogue Squadron at Chandrilla, or not Chandrilla, at Coordinate City on Corellia.
Flight systems engaged.
A larger force
Both
doesn't
times he's
require
supposedly
defense.
defecting from the
Use tactics
Empire.
to your advantage
So
and remove the defending
I guess they
position.
let him join back in for a minute.
Yes, sir. Right away.
I love those games though. I used to play Rogue Squadron, like it was such a fun game, but then you look back on it and really there were so many
Let's move
things
out.
that don't make sense. Like it's called Rogue Squadron, but I don't think you fight a single mission in space in the entire game. Every mission is Rogue Squadron doing like a ground attack,
Moving
which
out.
doesn't make sense because the mechanics are just, if you change the backdrop, like it would work. I guess there's some issues about, you know, flying upside down and stuff, but they could have easily got away with not having that.
Squadron reporting.
So I don't know. I don't really get that.
Moving out.
Ah, crap! I thought we were closer.
Yes.
Now that we survived that, we're basically unbeatable. All right, let's take the engines out.
Ready. Divert all power to shields.
Since that Big Daddy's taking a lot of damage, we'll move a little force in here to... Do we have 3
Right away.
dreadnoughts in total?
Roger.
Plus this, yeah, light frigate, which is a modified dreadnought.
Coordinates received.
And then we have John
I'll handle that.
O'Donnell. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful to see.
Got them on the run.
Knew that was going to happen. All right,
I am with you.
so we'll leave those dreadnoughts to mop it up.
Target
I would
confirmed.
really like to see us take down the engines on this battleship.
Target sighted.
Are you hitting the right thing? You're cleared up.
Beware of traps. Readying weapons.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Fire. Maximum fire.
Let's go.
No. Oh, that's all right. It's just annoying they got through in the first place, to be honest. Oh, it didn't kill that Munificent? Ah, crud. All right, Jan, while you're here, let's just clear this out. All right, we must not have the money to do so.
Trajectory is sound.
So we're about to put the
Removing
plan to get
General Dodonna moving out.
Akbar to the front. We'll put that on hold for now. Does Medine? He must have a ship. Frigate captain. Okay.
Corruption has been removed.
Oh, we lost Seleucami?
Moving into positions
How
on
did
your
that happen? Oh, because we took the entire fleet. Right. Okay, we'll just run back and catch that real quick.
Heading to destination.
Meantime, let's start
Under
upgrading the
construction.
wheels so we can get that extra income. What do they have on surface? They probably don't even have Those bastards. They killed
Nebulon B
Kenny.
frigate here.
Invasion commencing.
No, they didn't. Yeah, I really gotta start
System
or
control
stop
achieved.
auto resolving these ground battles, but whatever.
Moving to coordinates.
Poor Medine, he just gets back into
Tactical
action and
battle
take him down.
imminent.
Alright, so we're gonna split this fleet up. Rogue Squadron, you are not staying. Mostly just gonna be like an occupation fleet
Construction
here.
complete.
Give you guys one of these. There we go.
En route.
Do I want to give you? Nah, we'll send some more troops your way once we make them. Let's get the shipyards going. Build a couple of
Constructing
carriers and get them to the wheel. But they will be supplemented by... We're going to build a pretty serious space station here. Okay, so let's move with this fleet. Continue going. And I think maybe I will. I've kind of changed my mind. Jan, you're needed down here, dude.
Orders confirmed.
Yeah, I've changed my mind. We are going to take Akbar. That's a decent-sized fleet, especially with those 3 carriers and those dreadnoughts. I think that should be able to handle mostly anything thrown at it.
Heading there now.
Removing corruption.
Like, that fleet looks big, but a lot of that is ground units. On the other hand, we're doing a pretty good job replacing the units we borrowed. Or borrowed permanently, I guess, because I don't see us returning any of those forces that way. Eventually, I mean, I think taking the wheel was the first step, but if I can clear out, this little
Enemy
pocket.
fleet approaching.
Moving out.
Just built a new space station there.
Tactical
Damn it, almost made it in time. Whoa, 8 Star Destroyers. That's no good. This is not going to be pleasant. Okay, the good thing is we've got lots of fighters and we've got space stations. I mean, we're not going to be able to destroy this whole fleet, but... Oh, please tell me you're not freezing. Oh, no way. I was 100% sure that the game had just frozen. I would lean back in my chair, distraught, ready to give up. I am absolutely shocked right now. Alright, move the carriers back. Everyone else, you're basically...
These invaders must never set
So this is
foot on
the
planet's surface.
platform, right? Yeah.
Reinforcements.
So we've got a
en
platform
route.
and then a level
Upgrade in
2
progress.
platforms
Orbital
and a level
command
3
available.
space station.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah, I was 100% sure the game had just frozen. And it's like 1:40 on the Saturday before
Weapons charged.
Reinforcements
this needs to go
en route.
live, so
At your command.
1:40 in the night, mind you.
Frequency
And we're
open.
30 minutes into an episode,
Frigate
so I
responding.
would not have been impressed. All right, let's get
Receiving
the
message orders, sir. Ready for action.
let's get these
Head full.
Corvettes up.
Ready for orders.
Got lots of them.
Standing by.
That's 6 in total. All right, let's get this
Transport
GR75.
ready.
Upgrade complete.
I don't know if they can
On my
repair
way.
these stations, but
Transport standing by. Reporting in. Ready for commands.
boy, oh boy, we got fighters. Do we ever?
The enemy has been spotted.
You calling for me, sir? Z95 standing by.
Alright, you're gonna be my scout, basically. Because you're useless, I'm not scared to lose you.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
6 in total. That's pretty good. That's some nice, I mean, those things are gonna go down quickly
Underway.
with any capital
All
ships
power to the engine.
present. But they'll do a good job of blunting. If they're stupid enough to
Upgrade
separate their
complete.
fighters from their main fleet, which they probably are.
Decoding transmission.
Upgrade in progress.
Although the fact that we haven't
I
seen any
copy, sir.
fighters does worry
Moving
me a
into
bit.
position. Form up. Let's move out.
Keep these A-wings.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that I haven't seen any fighters yet.
Let's go. Roger that. Moving out.
Alright, get back.
Where do you want it?
I don't know.
Upgrade complete.
It's all bad.
Copy.
Oh, here we go.
Form up. Guns at the ready. I copy. Reporting. Keep going.
Just take out as many of these fighters as we can. I don't know what the Star Destroyer carries with it. The Venator has a lot.
Lasers linked and ready. Yes, sir. Fire at will.
I love X-Wings.
Yes, Commander. Engage.
Ready.
Alright, A-Wings. You guys too? Go ahead. Oh, there they are.
Ready. Let's do some damage. Awaiting orders.
Alright, bombers. I don't think I have that many of you.
Y-wing standing by.
That's got him. Got one.
Enemy unit disabled on.
Target the primary engines.
Scratch one.
Actually,
Rendezvous. Hold on. Mark. 6.1.
well, we took out that first wave of fighters nicely. They must have went through asteroids or something.
Torpedoes armed.
Unless the Venator has a speed function which takes away from its shield. Are these both Imp 2 or Imp 1s? Yeah.
Try not to let one on your tail. Got one.
Alright, A-Wings, you guys are disposable. Get in there.
It's no good. I can't maneuver. Rendezvous at Mark 6.1.
Your orders?
I'll try and run
Oh man, a lot of bombers here. Alright. Honestly, let's send them all in.
Weapons charged.
Decrease to full throttle. I'm in range. Decrease to full throttle. Swinging around. Stay in attack formation.
Okay. Let's just. It's gonna give the capital ship sling easy to target, but whatever. The more we can clear away for these fighters, the easier this will be for us.
Bombers at the ready.
Okay, let's take out this hangar. I guess is a good first target then.
Bombers reporting in. Primary target is the shield generator.
Take it out. Looks like it. That's good. What the heck was that? Is that a cluster bomb or something? How did I just lose all those fighters?
Reinforcements en route.
We should take out the shields on that. I just lost a load of fighters and I'm not sure how.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Alright, let's get in and take that hangar out.
Roger. Take down those shields.
Our A-Wings did not fare too well.
Standing by.
It'd be nice if I could take down here. Let's just see if we can take down the shields on this thing.
All fire on the shield.
That way that first set of guns can probably help.
Fire on their shield generator.
Not taking any damage, at least.
Ready for command.
Y-wing here. Form up. Attack. Awaiting orders.
Did we take down the hangar there? Oh, I always forget. They've got a bunch.
Primary
At least the
target
shield
is
on
the
it's
shield
almost down.
generator. Encountering resistance. Open fire.
Thing is, they might have already used their replacement fighters anyway, so it might not be the best thing to target, but whatever. That dreadnought's almost dead. It's more
Copy.
bombers, ready to see some action. So that Venator's shields are down, so once it gets closer in range, I'm going to tell my...
Take down those shields.
Actually, let's have it open up on it now.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Frigate standing by. I copy.
Okay, you guys got to get far away from this battle.
Our space station is under attack.
Because this isn't one we're going to win. It's like not possible.
Frigate en route. Our lasers are gone.
I'm sure you've left out, or I'm sure you've used your reinforcements by now, so...
Reporting.
Ah, crap. I only took out one of the
Primary
bulbs.
target is the shield generator.
The shields... I don't think he's lost... Yeah, we haven't lost too many hard points yet, but the shields are going pretty quickly.
Our primary drive system is out.
So graceful.
That's it. Scratch line at your command. Try and draw their fire. Stay in attack formation.
Can't see him.
Ooh, let me just get a print screen of that thumbnail real quick. Sorry, guys. You're going to see some lag here. Save that. Get back in the game. A little behind the scenes magic. I think I did the same thing last episode too, but I didn't end up using the thumbnail.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Y-Wings, you guys gotta get in.
The shield generator is disabled.
You know what, let's get these Corvettes in too. We might as well.
Remove the shield generator. Standard contact behind me.
Here, just focus on this.
Yes, Commander.
Space
Attack that
station
target.
damaged.
Take down those shields.
Can't shake him. Awaiting your orders. Gone.
Thing is, they still have like 6 other Star Destroyers.
Stay on target.
Just popped another 2 in, I think. That one's brand new.
I've got my first sector.
Still, we'll kill as many as we can.
Decoding transmission.
Ah, crap.
Yes,
I didn't realize this thing was... Did they just jump this in, or...
remove the shield generator.
Oh, okay, we gotta get the shield down on this thing ASAP. I'm just gonna lose that defense platform pointlessly. The main base is taking some heat now, too.
Ready.
Come on, get it down, get it down, get it down,
Primary
please.
target is the shield generator.
Do I have any spares? Nope. They've overwhelmed me with fighters now, too. There we go. Shields are down.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
Let's take down the Prow. Turbo lasers. That Star Destroyer is dying, but not dead. Just keep at it. Shields holding up. Okay, I guess. Not great, though.
Our space station is under attack.
Oh, baby, you can do this. Just take out the guns. Oh, you guys gotta help.
Standing by.
Take out the guns.
Hitting the ion cannon.
Big
banks.
turbo laser banks. I don't want a situation where we almost kill like 4 Star Destroyers. I want to kill 2
Target priority is the laser cannon.
at least.
Direct all fire on the ion cannon.
Nice, come on. Once you finish this,
Disable those ion cannons.
take out the engines.
Fire on the engine. Receiving message.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Take out those ion cannons.
Decoding transmission. Ready for action.
Well, the fighters finish that one.
The engines are our primary
These 2
target.
will... Damn, there was that platform. Honestly, if we take these 2 down, any more cruisers or whatever that we can manage to kill is just gravy.
Our target
Just bonus.
priority is the
Bombers
laser
at the
cannon.
ready. Hitting the ion cannon
There's
banks.
1 hard point left, I
Take out
think.
those ion cannons.
She's only surviving because of that 1 ion cannon bank.
Space station
We've lost the
damaged.
shield generator.
Alright, everyone... Oh my god, we've got like no one left. These fighters are all that we've got left. Alright, well everyone focus fire on the Star Destroyer.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Killed the Venator too, which does make me feel a little bit better, but not a whole lot. I think we killed a couple Dreadnoughts too, maybe? We got no fighters left.
Awaiting orders.
Damn.
Copy.
Those carriers don't even have a tactical retreat option in this mod. In one of them they do, but obviously not this one.
Orbital command available.
Come on, baby, come on. Take this thing out.
All fire on the ion cannon. Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Oops. No, not the
Primary
Dreadnought.
target acquired.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
At your command. Receiving message. Locked
Your
on.
men can die knowing they did their best. Yeah, we can take out an Architens. I'm not going to complain about that.
Decoding transmission.
Space station damaged.
Open fire.
Damn, man, we had a lot of resources into this plant. They just threw Armada at it. That's the only way I can describe what this was.
We've lost
Just
the
an
laser
Armada.
battery. Fire on the shield
Yeah,
generator.
maybe we can even take 1 more Dreadnought down. I don't think so, but maybe. The shield went down really quickly. Oh, you know what?
Open fire on
If
those
they're gonna be
laser
stupid
cannons.
about it and throw their weak ships at us, we're gonna take advantage of that. Big time. Take out the engine so it can't run.
Direct fire on the engine. The engines are our
Take out the engines
primary
of that
target.
too. Just in case they smarten up and realize they shouldn't be throwing weak ships at us.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
There, get the furthest turbo laser just in case it moves out of range. There we go.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Survive.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Remove the shield
There we
generator.
go.
Space station
No one
under
bites the
attack.
dust.
Priority is
Oh,
the
that
laser
turbo.
cannon.
Man, the broadside from that Imperial Star Destroyer is just devastating. I like the design of the Acclimator, but I just don't like how for a while, like,
Priority is the
in Attack of the Clones. It seems to be like the Republic's mainline battleship.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
Our
Sweet.
target priority is the laser cannon.
Shoot that thing apart, no problem.
Fire.
Oops.
Primary target acquired.
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Dying breath.
Locked off.
Killed more Imperial scum due to superior tactics. No way we take down that Star Destroyer though. Oh, another no, what are you guys doing?
Our space station is under
Yeah.
attack.
Oh well. Yeah, that shows we left some kills on the
Prepare
table.
for jump to hyperspace.
Let's see what the damage was. Both ways. So 2 Nebulon Bs, a space station, 2 defense platforms, and then some fighters. Not great. I killed a Dreadnought, 2 Imps, a Venator. So, not great to be honest.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah. We don't even have a Mon Calamari cruiser here. I'm honestly just going to get my fighters out and do some damage and then retreat to Kashyyyk. It's really my only option. Alright. What was I yammering about? Oh yeah, the acclimator.
Choose your reinforcements.
One thing that I find really funny is when you read Dark Empire, like the old comic,
We're advancing on the
you
enemy
see
stronghold. This president
ships
must
that
be
look
eliminated
just
so we can
like
liberate
the acclimator, although it
Roger
came
that.
out in the 90s, the early 90s. I just always thought that was kind of funny.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Alright, let's just get the fighters over.
Calling
I don't know if
for me,
this is
sir.
even enough
This
to do
way.
anything. I just know that they've got mostly Star Destroyers. So, it'd be nice if we had grouped up
IPV
those 2
reporting.
carriers, but
Awaiting command. Awaiting
6
your
Star
command.
Destroyers, god damn.
Cannons armed.
Ready. On my way.
One thing I wanted to talk about too. One of the problems with doing this episode is that I can't remember what I've talked about in the episode I deleted and what you guys already heard. But I want to apologize for there was some confusion caused by me over last episode. I put a thumbnail style that I used a thumbnail style that's what I typically do for my battle breakdowns. I thought you guys would find it cool, but understandably, a lot of you found it confusing. So I wanted to apologize for that. I won't do it again, obviously. I didn't mean to clickbait anyone either. I thought it was clear based on the title. Obviously, a lot of people will click on a video based on thumbnail. Okay, we got destroyed. Just retreat.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
I think it's time. The only way we can do any serious damage to this force is if we move Home 1 up to Kashyyyk. The only problem is for him to actually get there, he needs to move through Kessel. Which I don't think will be that much of a problem really, but it's more just a temporary setback.
Constructing unit.
Let's do that now.
I can do that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ah, crap. You know what, you guys can take Onderon. Do we have a base on the planet? No. Hopefully, I'm not gonna...
Barracks destroyed. System
alright.
lost.
Hopefully there's not too much at Kessel. But hopefully also they don't move that fleet, because I would love the chance to... Oh, nice. I'd love the chance to take down a bunch of Imperial Star Destroyers.
Let's get this thing moving.
Where'd that fleet go? What?
Nebulon B
Where is
frigate
it?
here.
I was just in transit. Got so scared for a second. I was like, what? Did my fleet just glitch into a black hole? Like that Star Destroyer and the cannon? Or the Super Star Destroyer? They accidentally jump it into a black hole? Oh my god. Such a waste of resources. Alright.
Moving ahead.
Construction
counterattack.
complete.
Oh nice, so we just got a new cruiser. Only an MC-60. Again, not a real ship type, but I ain't complaining.
Tactical battle
Oh nice, they're
imminent.
still there. Perfect. So we're going to overwhelm them with fighters here. The home one will be there doing some damage, but this is going to be mostly a fighter battle. I think we've got a total of like 6 carriers or something ludicrous. This will be the last battle of the episode as well.
Moving to destination.
Destroying key elements of the enemy's forces is an optimal tactic. Try to separate the defending units to pick them apart.
Roger that. Over there.
I mean, honestly, I didn't need to take this entire fleet the way I did.
Waiting orders. Copy.
But I just didn't have time to go into the menu and split it. I was worried that they were going to run. And this could be a huge victory if we can hit back at them here. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. I've only got... I still have 30 pop, but the home one herself is gonna take up 15. That will leave me 8 and 7. So that would actually be exactly... that would be exactly the right number. But I'd be skipping on Rogue Squadron and also Bel Iblis. Alright, so fighters, you guys gotta go in first. Obviously. I'm not gonna jump the home one right up this time because I need my fighters to blunt their Star Destroyers.
Setting course.
Target's coming in fast.
Let's get this sec, because we'll get more fighters here.
Target confirmed.
Alright, so I can actually afford a Liberty. I think that's what I'll use. What? Where did those X-Wings just get chewed up that quickly?
Open fire.
Jesus.
I'm in range.
Those X-Wings just got annihilated.
Reporting.
I'm hit. Attack
Hmm.
formation. I need help here.
Do I want another cruiser? Do I want something... I'm gonna need fighter support, like, or some anti-fighter support, whether that's in some sort of Corvette or what, I don't know.
Maximum unit capacity.
I've got my pulse vector.
God damn it, that ability is just destroying my ships.
Take down those shields.
Damn, it's like a flak thing.
Yes,
It
sir.
just eliminated a bunch of my...
Copy.
Ah, that's brutal, dude.
Primary target is the shield generator.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Does it have a hard point for that special weapon? I think. Alright, let's send these B-Wings in. Thankfully, besides for that, and these B-Wings are absolutely incredible. They'll probably take out the shield bulb in one pass. We're gonna leave these A-Wings back to defend. Thrawn has a whole spiel in
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Dark Force Rising, maybe, about how A-Wings aren't great for defending. But he was more talking about escort duty. And that's when Akbar is in trouble with the New Republic High Command, and he's like, yep, I can tell, because Akbar never would have made this mistake. And you're just like, damn. Borsk Phalia is getting played. What else is new? Not really Borsk Phalia. He didn't have that much power at that point. I mean, he had political power, but not like formalized power. Like his opinion meant stuff because Bothans obviously were an important species at this time. They kind of used their sacrifices during the Galactic Civil War to kind of transition that into a position of power within the Alliance, and then the New Republic later on. If we could take down this thing, I would be very happy. Alright. You know what, let's just dedicate, because if we need to, we can always retreat. Because this thing kind of, this one ship pretty much messed up our attack plans. But we're also taking a lot of fire right now. I might need to retreat and rethink this. But let's just see if we can take down
Y-wing squadron
this
reporting.
one ship.
Target those lasers.
Yes, Commander.
The one is fine. The Liberty's fine. Just take out the Star Destroyer at least. At the very least, take out one ship. Almost dead. Okay, hit your shields. I must get hit by an island king. We can't. Alright, so that Star Destroyer's dead. This thing is nearly dead. The second this thing dies, we're hitting the... Come on, come on, come on. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, let's get out of here.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Let us get out of here, baby. Whew. Alright. Alright, let's try that again. I know I said that would be the last battle, but... Onderon. Also an interesting planet. I think it was introduced... I mean, I'm not sure, but I imagine it was introduced in Dark Empire because there's a battle of Onderon in Dark Empire. Is that where the... I think... I'm not positive, but I think that's where the Eclipse is... The Eclipse 1 is destroyed. No, I think actually... Oh, I'm getting it mixed up. I think that Onderon is where they're at before... like, when the Eclipse 2 is in its final battle, and then they hyperspace jump it to Biss, obviously. But I think the actual battle is at Onderon.
Tactical battle imminent.
Because I'm remembering one of Palpatine's servants is like, oh, don't go to Onderon. Because, yeah, that would be where they kept the... I should have just read the thing here. I think Onderon must have been where they were keeping the Solo children at the time.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, so I'm going to go for a slightly different approach this time. I mean, nothing crazy. I'm just going to call in maybe 2 less... let's see. Yeah, I'm going to call in 2 less carriers.
Ready.
Y-wing standing by.
Man, that ability is crazy good. So I'm going to call in 2 less ships. I'll use the extra 10 points to call in Rogue Squadron, Garambel Iblis, and then maybe just some anti-fighter ships if I need them, and some GR-75s. Or I don't have any. Whatever.
Your orders? Squadron, moving out. Bombers at the ready.
Ready for orders.
Alright, close your S4s. Get in there, baby.
Moving to coordinates.
Ready.
Alright.
Setting course.
They've built a space station. That is really not helpful. It's garbage. How'd they build a space station in the 2 seconds they had the planet? Totally not fair. Whatever.
Inbound.
Oh,
Reporting
nice.
for duty.
Lock S-foils in attack
Moving as
position.
ordered, sir.
Sure,
Keep your
we'll
eyes
kill this
open for
random
those
shuttle, or
fighters.
these random 2 shuttles.
That's all they have?
Shame not to steal them, but whatever. Alright, let's call in Rebel 1. So I covered Rebel 1 in a video. It's obviously a stolen Confederate ship, but made some additions too. This looks to me, and it kind of looks like this in the comic too. It looks like, obviously it's got extra engines compared to a stock Providence. And it looks like the back of a Recusant is on it. And then it's got this kind of extra hardened ridge up at the top. And it's like that in the comics as well. Very cool looking ship. Unfortunately, it is destroyed in the comics, and I might lose it at some point in this campaign. Pretty useful, though, I must say. Nice carrier, cruiser hybrid. Just perfect for the Alliance, really. Alright, we're gonna need to move up, because these capital ships are... Ignore these bombers. Let's also move these carriers up, so the fighters don't have as far to go when they respawn.
Your orders?
Just
No
keep on
problem,
them.
Commander.
Reporting in. Attack that target.
Yes, Commander?
Okay, someone's coming out to play.
Complying with orders.
Alright, fighters, you guys take heat off the bombers. Bombers going.
I am with you.
Ooh, this is a really nice target over here. I think I might drop a couple of capital once I'm gonna lower the shields and then drop a couple of capital ships, basically in knife range, and wreck it if I can. Yes, my fighters are last. Oh, that thing has the ability too? Is it? I don't know. We just looks like we just lost a bunch more.
Calling for me, sir.
I don't know how that ability works, but it's super powerful.
Directing all fire on the shield generator.
Bombers reporting
Are there
in.
actually Imperial 2s in this mod? I feel like I've only seen Imp 1s. You can tell, for those wondering, the turbo lasers are different. Instead of having
Roger that.
the Imp 2 has like the big batteries, the barbette batteries. The Imperial 1 just has these kind of double turbo lasers, just the turrets. And then there's the kind of sensor suite up here that's different.
Increase to full throttle.
Hold on.
Alright, let's move this B-Wing in.
No good.
Honestly, if I send a B-Wing at each one of these shield globes, it'll probably take it out in 1 or 2 passes.
Hold on.
Y-wing here.
My other B-Wing must
down
be
those
engaged
shields.
somewhere.
I have no approach vector. I'm not
Form
set.
up.
I completely forgot about Rogue Squadron. I am shocked they're not dead.
We've got a malfunction in
Attacking
fire
target.
control.
Roger.
Yeah, we totally. Our fighter advantage is really showing this
Need
time.
help? Yeah.
But let's drop some firepower.
I need backup.
1,
Stay in attack formation.
2. Can I get Garm Belt? Nice.
On the
At
move.
maximum unit capacity.
What do you suggest?
I've got hostiles.
So just blast them.
I've been hit.
Nice. Man, these B-Wings are doing work.
En route.
I can't see him.
Alright, you guys take it to them.
Going fire.
Calamari cruiser here.
Honestly, less worried about losing Bel Iblis because he's that useful. I mean, he is. I just really like having Bel Iblis active in the Alliance.
Be with us. Weapons
If he
ready.
dies, my headcanon will just be that he went off because of bad relationship with Mon Mothma. So yeah, the Imperial 1 has this different kind of sensor suite up at the top. But what kind of makes things weird is that, I mean, besides for Rogue One, you don't see this style Imperial Star Destroyer except for in A New Hope.
Standing
So the
by.
lore is that even Vader's ship, the Devastator, is changed to look like the later Imperial Star Destroyer models.
Form up.
Obviously, they just preferred the look of it, but the lore
Primary
is
target is the shield
that
generator.
they changed, they retrofitted
Point 1.
a bunch of the Star Destroyers to
Fire on their shield
look
generator.
like Imperial
I copy.
2s and perform like Imperial 2s, even if they were only Imperial 1s.
Attacking.
Kind of disappointing they couldn't just use 2 models. Would have been just a nice little detail. Alright, they are bringing the fighters.
Reporting.
Can anyone else see him? I
Firing.
need backup
Reporting.
now. Watch your six.
Concentrate fire.
I need help. Yeah.
Not you guys, okay, good.
I've got hostiles.
Mon calamari
Alright, you guys get ready to take this one.
ready for command.
Increase to full
Fire on the shield generator.
Nice, good job, guys.
Acknowledged.
Really like that shield power to come back, the shield boost to come back. So we've killed 3 of them already, which is nice.
incoming fire.
I can't see him.
That's awesome, dude.
I've got him lined up.
Watch your six.
Do you copy?
Would not be very often that the Rebels would just full on slug it out with the Empire like this.
Yes, command.
Man, we are decimating that Star Destroyer.
We're drawing their
Is that
fire.
the 3rd or the 4th kill? Let's together. Here, I'll send.
I've got my approach
Where are those
vector.
B-Wings?
Ready for duty.
Watch what these guys do.
Starting on attack run. Increase to full throttle.
Hold on.
That shield generator will be dead by the time these cruisers are in position to fight that ship.
Stay in attack formation.
I
Engaging
copy.
the enemy.
I'm starting to get a little bit worried about
Rev.
their. Oh right, I've still got the. Let's take a squad of
Awaiting
bombers.
orders.
Do some damage to this one. I just heard the shields get boosted. Nice.
I've got hostiles.
And then, I don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of sitting away from the battle. Ah, so I intercepted those bombers. Or no, they just didn't reach it in time. That's the thing, they are slow, but look, they, like I said, they destroyed that shield generator in one pass.
I copy. Take down those shields.
They're too aggressive with this Liberty here. I love them just crashing away. That'll do it for sure. Beautiful, man. Alright, let's bring these dreadnoughts to support. I don't know why I didn't move them in earlier, to be honest. You're doing fine, you're doing fine.
Beware of traps.
Home 1 is recovering. I'm gonna give that some time. Nice. Alright, Rebel 1.
Rebel 1 here.
Show us what you're made of, baby. Honestly, you guys just go find enemies.
I got him.
That's got him.
Everyone, just go find enemies.
Roger.
I've been hit. Countering resistance.
Locking on.
Nice, man. This has been a decisive victory for us.
Enemy fighter incoming.
Oh, this is
Ready
awesome.
to battle.
Can't see him. Increase to full throttle. Stay in attack formation.
Separatist ultimate revenge here.
I've got one on me.
Yes.
Take
Open
that.
fire.
Like, we're gonna move in right behind him, strafe his shields or his engine.
We've got them on the run.
Beautiful.
At mark 6.1.
Not only that, I didn't strafe his engine because I thought he was gonna run. I strafed his engine because he was in a terrible position, and I wanted to. Like, I was just gonna move in behind him, and the Imperial Star Destroyer. I don't think any of his guns. This one would have been able to hit me. These ones would have been able to as I was moving, but
Yes, Commander.
what a victory.
Ready to commence.
I think the engine. That one's fully destroyed. I think the engine's here.
The engines.
Is this our dreadnought? No, it's not. So we will take that out.
Charged. The engines are our primary target. Ready.
And I think that's basically all we have to
Reporting.
worry about.
Standing by.
Yes, Commander.
This has been a great day for the rebellion, I must say. Can we kill this acclimator though, please? Let's not
Weapons operational.
rest on our laurels here.
Ready.
And this battle was really won. I mean, for one, they sent each Star Destroyer at us individually, which is obviously a mistake. But what's more, we just dominated with fighters, so that's all that survived. So it's like by the time our capital ships were in engagement range with theirs, their shields were down, and we could pick off subsystems. When you have your Mon Calamari cruisers, it's like those things can soak up so much damage before their subsystems start to drop. So we did lose the rogues. They didn't put one of their Star Destroyers into action. That is fine. We'll recover Rogue Squadron, no problem. Let's just see what mission we've got to do to...
Every credit it can get.
That's the old one, I think, from last time we lost
Mission
him.
log updated.
Nebulon B
Oops.
frigate here.
Yaga Minor, isn't that in the core? Let's just pause it for a second. Yaga Minor, Yaga Minor. I do not remember where Yaga Minor is. It must be an Imperial planet, though. Yaga Minor. Thought it was in the core. This only shows me cap planets that I own, right? Yeah. That's not helpful. Take a look at the... I haven't really looked at this. Oh, we just... Look at that. I imagine that is maybe from last episode, from that last battle. I think we may have just seriously, it's cool. You can see like the battles that took place. Obviously something happened here where we both lost assets. Maybe that was, I don't know. But bam, something happened. Let's just find Yaga Miner. Let's also just take a second to
Building
do a
under
few
construction.
upgrades.
Constructing.
Sheik, you get one. You really should get one Munilinst. I just can't afford it right now. You will soon. Oh, Yaga Miner's right here. Okay. What's that little kidnapping land tactical combat? Okay, we'll do that next episode. We'll continue. We really didn't get that much accomplished because, I mean, we did, but a lot of it was really just pushing back an assault. But we made some really good progress on that front. So with that being said, guys, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you liked about this episode. What should I still work on? And what should the Alliance's strategy be moving forward? Again, you guys should be a big part of this. You guys got great advice, and I look forward to hearing what you think. Until next time, guys, this has been EckhartsLadder. May the Force be with you.